Everyone, hope you're doing well and welcome to another video of Coding with Rohani YouTube channel. So as I promised, in this video I'm going to create a complete web page using pure HTML. So I'm not going to add any CSS, so we are going to use just HTML because we didn't learn anything about CSS in this course. Enough me talking, let's get started. So before jumping out to the main point, if you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon so you'll get the notification of my new video when I upload them. Alright, so let's get started. So for creating a web page, we need to divide a web page in the different parts. So for dividing a page or for creating sections in a web page, you can use the div element. So div element is used for dividing a page into different parts. So for this, first I'm going inside the div element, I'm going to use the h1 tag. So this one will be the logo section for our web page, or you can use so I'm going to write the company name. You can add the logo here. When we save this, and let's double click and run this. So this one will be the company name. This one is, or you can call this a heading of our, or the head section of our web page. Alright, so we are going to create here another div element. So we are not going to use the class names for now because we are not going to add any CSS or any other stuff into this web page. Now we are going to add the navigation bar, so it will be nav and ul li, and inside the li we are going to use the a element where we can link our web page from another page. Here what I'm going to do, I'm going to add home. Let's copy this, and home, about, services, projects, and contact. Now let's change the text here. So this one will be about, this one will services, and contact. So this navigation bar section is done as well. As you can see, this is the navigation bar. And now what we are going to do, we are going to add simple now we are going to use the icons. So here I have in this folder, I have an images file. So I'm going to connect these images into my web page. So let me show you, these are the icons or images right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these images for this website, or you can say web page. Well, web page and websites are different, so the website can include many web pages. And now we are going to create just simple web page, not our complete website. So now what we are going to do, we are going to add some icons, or we are going to add social media icons. It's a good practice to separate or to add a comment when you jump over to the news section. It's a good practice for you when you are creating the real world website. It's good to add some comments here. For adding comment, you can press Ctrl and Shift. So here what I'm going to do, header section is simple. So this the comment will help you when you are come back to your website your code section after a long time. So here I'm going to add bar, and another, this one will be here I'm going to add the social icons. And now here I'm going to create, let me check my, yeah, screen recorder is on. Here I'm going to create another div. I'm going to remove this, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the social media icons. So I'm going to use the image, and here I'm going to find the image's name. So I'm going to use this one. Let me check, it's PNG. So M, Facebook, and LinkedIn and Twitter. I'm going to use these 4 social media icons. So inside the images file, I'm going to target the aim.png. So here I'm going to add icon. It will help when the, now I'm going to copy this 3 more times, and this one will be Facebook. This one will be Twitter, I think Twitter, and let me check another one, the last one. Let me copy its name and paste it here. So now let's refresh the page. So as you can see, our social media icon section is done. Now what we are going to do, we are going to add an image to the, like a banner after this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a comment here again. So banner section here. So now here what I'm going to do, create another div, and inside this div I'm going to add another image icon. So let me check what image I'm going to add here. This image, let me check, it's PNG as well, so image 1. So inside the images file, I'm going to add image1.png. Banner. So now let's refresh this. So this is the image. So as you can see, so our banner section is done as well. Now we are going to work on the services section, and here I'm going to type, add a comment. So services section, that we should include the services that we provide for the customer into our website. So for services, I'm going to add an icons here. So the first icon, this is the icon 2 and icon 3. So for this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add icons and heading and simple text, and also buttons. So for this, I'm going to create a div, and first I'm going to add icon, and let me create a span, and inside span I'm going to use the image icon. So this one will be icon1.png, and this icon is inside the images folder, and here I'm going to type a text. So here I'm going to add a random text here. So let's save this, and after this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a p element, and in this p element I'm going to add a simple text here. So this is a simple text for testing this web page, something like this. So I'm going to add a random text here, and after the P element I'm going to create a button. So button is a button, and here I'm going to write and more info. Alright, so that's it for now. Let's refresh the page, and as you can see, this is the icon that we have used here. This is the simple text, the inside the span, and this is the simple paragraph, and this is the button. So for this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just copy this div and paste it 2 more times, and let's image icon 2 and icon 3. Save this. For saving time, we are going to copy and paste that, and this one will be 3. So for let me add a BR element here, add some space. Here we go. So our services section is done as well. After this, we are going to add another button with a simple text, so that the viewers can visit to our portfolio website about our personal information. If the user want to know about ourselves, so they can visit to our portfolio website. So for let's write a comment here. So section. So here I'm going to create another div, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to add, first I'm going to create a button. So button, and here I'm going to add our portfolio. So by using this button, the user can visit our website. So I'm going to use a simple text. This is section for viewers, so they can visit our portfolio. Save this and let's refresh this. So as you can see, this is the button and this is the portfolio text. And now let's add here I'm going to add a BRLM tag. So that's it. So our portfolio section is done as well. Now what we are going to do, we're going to create some more sections. So this section can be, so here I'm going to create a section which includes 3 more sections, different sections. With the first one will be, let's add a BR element, and here let's add a comment. So the first one is going to be testimonial section. Or we can add the subscription section or contact section, excuse me, section. All right, so that's it. So for this we are going to create a div element, and inside this div element I'm going to create another div element. So because we are going to divide this section into 3 parts, so the first one will be the testimonial section, where you can write, where the viewers can write, or the customers can write their own codes. So the first, I'm going to type H5 here. So this will be the heading. Testimonial, and here let's type a simple text, a text from the user. This is a simple text from John, like this. And here I'm going to create the person name, John. Right, so that's it. And now inside this first div, I'm going to create another div. So I'm going to jump over to the second div. As you can see, this second div is closed here, and outside from the second div, I'm going to create another div. So this div will be the section for newsletter, or where the viewers can sign in for our website. So this one will be H5 as well. News later, and after the newsletter, what I'm going to create, use the input, which will be the text, email, and after this I'm going to create button. So this button will be the sign up button. And after this button, I'm going to add p element, and this is the section where you can for website, or so that's it for this section as well. Now let's jump over to the second div, and we're going to create another div here. So this div will be the contact section, where the user can, where we are going to add the owner's name of this website, the telephone number, and the email address. So this first, let's add H5 element, contact, and after this I'm going to use the icon. So icons here, telephone, icon 6, 7, and 8. So I'm going to use these 3 icons here. So image, so this one, images, icons, icon 4.png, and here first let's cut this from here. Let's create a span, and inside the span I'm going to create this, close this tag, and here I'm going to type like a simple number, so this is the number, and after this I'm going to create another span, and I'm going to add another icon here. This one will be icon number 5, and this one is the email address of the user, or excuse me, the owner, @name.com. And the last one, I'm going to add another icon here, images dash icon number 6 and png, and this one will be the owner name. So the owner name can be, right, let's type coding with Rohani. So let's save this, and that's it. This one was the footer section, and let's save this and let's jump over to the web page. Let's refresh this, and that's it. As you can see, this is the footer section. You can see here. So this is the testimonial section. This is the news letter section where you can add your email to subscribe, and this one is the contact section, the number. Here you can see the, I think I have had some mistake here. Let me check. The icons are not correct. Let me check. So icon number 6, 7 and 8. Icon number 6, this one is 7 and this one is 8. Save this now and let's refresh. So here we go. This is the telephone number, the email address, and the owner name here. So that's it. Hope you understand something. As I mentioned before, this is the simple HTML web page that I'm going to create here in this video. We are not going to add any CSS because we didn't learn about this, about CSS. So now the time comes to learn something about CSS. In the next video, we are going to start from the introduction of CSS. So don't miss that video and stay in touch with us, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll get the notification of my new video when I upload them.